Hello everybody, this is Nick speaking. Welcome back to another episode of EU4 as Serbia, and this may or may not happen to be a post-commentary because for some reason I had absolutely no audio record whatsoever between the last episode because this was a new recording session and I didn't realize, but well, yeah, somebody forgot to actually put on audio or make sure that things were still working correctly because Windows decided to update, and well, lots of weird stuff happened, and there happens to be absolutely no recording of my mic or of the game sounds. So yeah, I'll probably try to do some work and try to put some music into this and whatnot. But anyways, today we're back. We just finished our work with the Ottomans, and as you may or may not be able to tell, we did end up acquiring a few extra provinces here, mostly to Macedonia, Journey, and then Arcorn, Skopje, and Constantinople, or Tsarograd, or Istanbul, or whatever anybody decides to call it. So yeah, basically that war went successfully, but it did end up with us having quite a few loans, and it also happens to have put us in a spot where we could start having some internal conflicts, which probably isn't the best thing for anything to happen to us. And well, yeah, we're gonna have rebel problems here for a little bit, especially considering we're now at war with Austria and Hungary, but you know, and it's kind of a losing war because yeah, they decided to declare on Bohemia, and it didn't really work out very well. And here I am because I'm trying to think about what do I do after this war, because I'm obviously not going into this war just because, you know, there's this stupid thing called I would lose my entire army if I did. And, well, yeah, so basically what I'm doing right now, I end up actually taking back and deciding I'm not going to do that core because I decided it makes a little bit more sense to maybe release a vassal or two in this case. So yeah, that's kind of what I decided to do here, and basically just, you know, take some time, get a vassal or two going here. One is Byzantium, which also does give us cores on all the Greek land, which is actually very helpful. And then the other one I released is Croatia, because I have, Dalmatia. And, well, since we have that province, then that also gives us all our cores on Hungary. So basically, really, we hardly have to core anything left at this point, but, you know, very different. And then the other thing we're trying to do is actually raise money so we can, you know, more or less say that we need to basically repay loans, because we have quite a few of them. Because during that war with the Ottomans, we did end up having to take a lot of loans, get a lot of mercs, and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, we're not in the best position right now, but I do think it's going to get a little bit better for us, and I'm actually not paying to get rid of corruption at all right now, just because apparently you know, when you're still kind of low on it doesn't really affect you all that much. And yeah, as you can tell from the screen right now, basically if we want to get out of this war now, it basically means we have to annul all of our treaties for alliances and everything, which is basically why I stayed in this war, because, well, Bohemia is kind of not really very good, and they're going to turn into fodder now too, Although, stupidly, unlike Poland, which I finally decided to break up with, I'm going to keep Bohemia as an ally, which may sound like a good idea because, you know, we don't have very many allies, but yeah, it turns out to not be a very good idea for us. And, well, Hungary decides that they're just gonna, you know, go away and not actually deal with any rebels or anything like that. So, yeah, this is where things start to go kind of bizarre for us, and nothing just really works out correctly. So, basically, the idea here is now going to be, what can we do to get, like, these rebels taken care of? And fortunately, the rebels decide to move to the same province that is already sieged, so now we only have one province we're not really, like, making any money from or anything like that, but, you know, it's actually, yeah, and here I go trying to attack into it, and that wasn't the best idea. If I actually, no, I think I actually do win this battle, if I remember correctly, so yeah, we do win it. Good. I like winning battles. And, well, there's a lot of them around here to, you know, lose or win or do whatever because, you know, reasons are not really that great. And we also screwed things up because we're not really in a very powerful position. So, kind of surprised we actually got out of this at all, just, you know, because it's very bizarre, and, you know, still having to renew loans, because, you know, loans are, you know, going to be the only thing that keep us floating for quite a while, actually. I think at the end of this recording session, I think there's still even loans left, so, yeah, it's kind of bizarre, but that's what we got to do, so that's what we do, and, you know, hey, that's, you know, sometimes that you do what you have to do, and you get it done, and I like how I'm trying to open music in this thing right now from EU4, but the music doesn't open because it's a different kind of format, and video editor doesn't like it, but yeah, as you can tell, Ottomans in Serbia, or Tsarograd, not... Well, yeah, I suppose they're in Serbia, because, you know, I am Serbia, and that's where they are, so they are on my land. So, yeah, that's kind of a pretty interesting spot to be in, and I get really bored having to record these things over and over, because stupid volume things don't work. Okay, so option time, and we do the thing. Yep, we do a thing. And I think this is, yeah, I get rid of the war taxes at this point because I'm not really going to be using them too much. It's just to kind of get in here, get rid of the Ottomans, and hey, nobles in Albania. Because, you know, nobles are, you know, very helpful in rising up as well, you know, just because they're just not really that smart, and, you know, well, basically, we lost a battle, and then we're gonna go all the way over to Ragasu, and then we're gonna go do other crap that also causes us problems because we do not navigate this pretty well, and, well, basically, there's still a little bit of a problem here, just because I have no manpower. No manpower at all. Yeah, so build some mercs, just a few of them, because we can't really afford very many, and, you know, get them together here. Try to use them to actually take care of stuff, and basically, at this point, there's not really too much we can do. And there's the peace between Austria and Bohemia, which actually all they did was eat some Bohemian land, take some money, so it didn't really affect us. It affects them, but not really us. So, I mean, it's not really that big of a deal, but, you know, it's a loss kind of to one of our allies, and here we go. Here's me looking to try to release Byzantium, and then I'm like, oh, wait a minute, I can't actually release that, but then I realize, oh, there's this thing called Croatia, I can release that too. And I can do that one now, and that gives me the cores, because Croatian is the obvious primary culture of Croatia, so basically that gives us a very easy way to, you know, decide that we need to make rivals, and then release a nation so we get cores on that land, which actually helps quite a bit to have cores. Just gonna say, and one thing I did find out is that we do need the land ourselves and not in a vassal, so that is one little thing about this achievement that's going to be kind of weird, is that we do need the land ourselves. So even though I am releasing these guys, and of course they want to be Catholic for some reason, even though the only province they'll have is Orthodox. Why they're not releasing as Orthodox, I have no idea, but I end up releasing them anyways. Who cares? We're gonna just annex this at the end of this game anyways, so basically by the time we would end up annexing them, we probably don't need to convert them, so yeah, so I was fine with that. Hey, Croatia, welcome to the map, and we're going to give you some more land here because it's kind of necessary. And of course, Croatia immediately decides that they want to go convert it, and also our two sets of rebels decide to fight one another, which is also awesome, and basically march in there just in time right before the battle between the two of them end, and we just kill them both. So all of a sudden we have no rebel problems now, and the Ottomans are even blockading the rebel land for us so we can siege it quicker, which seems kind of bizarre, but you know, I think that's just an AI derp there. And yeah, there were lots of AI derps in this session, and I'm not very happy about some of these derps because it really affected this session, and of course being behind also doesn't really help, because, you know, we end up having basically weak allies, come to find out, which doesn't really help us at all. Yeah, so basically everybody around here is weak other than Austria and Hungary and the Ottomans. They're the only ones who are strong around here, and they're the two we need to take land from, which, you know, doesn't bode very well for us because what can we really do about it? So anyways, here we are trying to figure out what we need to do next, deciding to, hey, let's build some tax buildings because we can actually make some money from getting tax buildings here, and that actually helps with the income a little bit, so get those two now. I think later I end up building one in Tsarograd just because, you know, it's a good spot to have one and get a lot of money from there too. I think and I think it's beginning of next episode, like within the first minute or so, I end up trying to figure out, do I really want to move my capital? Because Tsarograd would be a very nice city to have as a capital, and I end up deciding to actually move my capital over there, which actually ends up giving me a lot of extra money. And yeah, map mode over here for the Protestants looks good. We got some of the religious turmoil going on, which, you know, it's not a surprise, but, you know, got everything else going on. And then we get Byzantine separatists, which, hey, Byzantium, we were going to release you as a vassal anyways. Just don't know why you're trying to separate. My land, not yours. I mean, it'll technically be yours, but it's really mine. And let's see, button. Hey, hi Byzantium, welcome to the map. and they actually are Orthodox, which is kind of nice. And yeah, so they don't really get cores on the Bulgarian land, but they do get it on all the Greek land. So do have something going for us there, and that we can take care of a lot of that land down there just from that stuff, and get lots of cores on the Ottomans just from it alone. So yeah, being able to get those cores is actually pretty helpful, and well, I end up trying to look to see here if I can actually use some rebels on them, and it costs way too much, and I don't want to take more loans if I don't have to. So hello, claims. Might as well start claiming as much of the Ottomans as we can as far as the Bulgarian land, because we are going to have to eat it ourselves, which I'm not really too excited to be eating that land. And well, Lithuania, I mean, I could try to take Lithuania as a, sort of ally here too, because they are kind of strong-ish, but as you will find out, that is never going to happen because we decide to keep stupid allies rather than smart ones, and end up paying the price for it. So yeah, and of course we have Istria over there too, which Austria gave to us, and happens to be Croatian, but does not have a core for Croatia. How that's possible, I really have no idea. Why Istria does not have a Croatian, core, but, that's just one of those things, I guess. And, I did contemplate giving them Istria here, but I think I end up deciding against it just because, well, yeah, but it's going to get turned to Catholic, and then we're going to have other things go on, and apparently this is not the interface I needed. Anyways, I end up finding it here in just a little bit. And it's like, grant core. Oh. Grant province. That's what we want. We want to give them a province, not a core. See, so that, yeah, and then I'm like, do I really want to do it? I mean, it makes sense. It is Croatia. They should have Croatia land. And yeah, Tsargrad is now basically at the point where we're still coring it, but it's no longer under rebels, so we don't have to worry about it for a little bit here. And pause for some reason. I don't know. I paused it for some reason, so that's a thing that happened. And then we're looking over here at Epirus, and when do I... okay, yeah, and then we just find out, literally everybody around here is either allied with Hungary, or allied with Poland, or allied with, not Poland, with Austria. Why did I say Poland? I have no idea. Poland's, non-existent in this game. Yeah, which I'm sure that's part of my problem, is that Poland is, non-existent. If there was a strong Poland, I'd probably be able to use them right now to go and munch on Hungary, munch on Aus, and then munch on the Ottomans. But, that's not really what happened here, so yeah, there's been some very interesting stuff in this game, which didn't really help us all that much, and, well, I end up finding out that there really isn't any good sort of alliances around here, so yeah, it's just kind of bizarre how everything ends up working. I think I actually end up getting rid of the inflation guy here sometime soon, and yeah, Ottomans decide to rival Hungary, which becomes a very interesting sort of linchpin here pretty soon. Ottomans rival Hungary. And Poland is one of these nations that, they're basically gonna die here sometime soon. if Ottomans have anything to do with it, or Bohemia, or anybody else, because basically Poland is a thing to eat right now, and, well, there's, you know, if I've ordered them, I'd probably be eating them right now too, because they are probably a little munchy and crunchy and taste good, and yeah, tech map, nope, we need tech. We totally need tech. Because we are behind on the military technology again, just by a little bit, not much. And we're gonna get here pretty soon, so yeah, it's just, oh hi, we're 8, 9, 10, there's people on 11 already. Yeah, it might be a little bit of a problem. Just a little bit. It's not like we can't crawl our way out of all of this, but it's gonna be kind of a difficult road up ahead to try to do all of it. So more loans being renewed, because loans being renewed is awesome, apparently, because oh hey, we can repay one of them. There we go, repaying loans. That's what we actually need to do, is repay them. And, well, repaying loans is what shall happen, and, yeah. Rivals, interesting list, but doesn't really work out too well for us. And, well, basically, oh, I need to, embargo my rivals because, power projection and all that kind of stuff, but I'm nowhere near any of them, and they have, like, allies that would basically crush me, so can't really do anything to get more power projection, which also kind of sucks, and legitimacy sucks, and hey, we actually have positive prestige for once, so maybe not everything's bad, but yeah, this was kind of not going very interestingly at this point. And next we continue fabricating on this guy called the Ottomans, and apparently I decide that as much of the Ottoman lands as I can needs to be claimed in my name, because they are my lands. I'm trying to get Lazarus and all that, so yeah. And as you can probably tell off on the side of the screen over there, we have a war going on between a certain Austria and France, and, well, yeah, see, and I'm not even, like, am I really even, like, paying attention to this right now or something? I don't know. It's like, oh, come on, just look at it for a second. Really? Yeah, okay, improve with Austria. Because we really need good relations with Austria right now, apparently. Because, this is very weird going on. And, yeah, here go the mercs, because no idea why we actually got rid of the mercs, but we did, so yeah, that's a thing. And, well, this is getting a little tiring to talk about, because it's like, oh my god, I did this already once. Why do I have to do it again? Gosh. And, yeah, Lithuania, I think, ate some stuff over here, Crimea, and that. Of course, I click with the box away too quickly to actually realize what's going on, but we do end up getting our core over here, and this is where I finally realize, oh yeah, maybe I should, maybe think about moving my capital over here. Think about, building a church over here so we can try to get a lot of money out of this province, because money. And I actually take a loan to build a church in a huge development province, because it makes a lot of sense, actually. I get like a quarter of a ducat per thing there, and all of a sudden I am no longer a rival to Genoa. So yeah, that's a thing that happens. happened, and that means by embargo, you were nice to know, but you're no longer needed, so goodbye. Goodbye, rival notice thing. And as you can probably tell, that means we get one of three choices: Austria, Hungary, or Ottomans. Because, you know, any of those people are going to be good rivals. But although we do have a lot of countries that are rival to Hungary, so it does give us a boost in relations to all those countries, but, you know, sadly, we're just kind of existing at this point, and, well, it's not working very well, so, yeah. And Wallachia, I guess we're keeping that relation around for some reason. I don't know why, but we are, so that's a thing that's happening. And yeah, Brandenburg and Bohemia, you're not very strong. I don't know why, you just aren't. And your AI is also completely stupid and pointless. And Castile, of course, won't help us in any wars ever because they're, you know, stupid over here, and I know I shouldn't be doing that because Aragon just did the Pope thing and all of that, but, you know, yeah, that wasn't very fortunate for us. Now, I kind of wish there was an easy way for me to get in here, not have to verse so much of a huge army here in Hungary, but it doesn't really work out very well for us, and, well, kind of those two are basically joined already, so even though the thing hasn't happened between the two of them, they're already joined, so we really don't have much of an opportunity to do anything there, and, well, sure, we can take rebels in a province immediately adjacent to our army, so let's just, you know, pay it. Oh, actually, our army's way over there, but I think they do get there before the rebels pop, because this event, for some reason, stays up for like 3 months or something ridiculous like that. It stays up at least 2, I know that. And yeah, basically I'm there, and let's just, you know, get rid of the, you know, these guys called rebels. Because rebels are annoying and stupid and pointless, and, you know. Oh, hi, you're gonna rise up and instantly attack me. Aww. You shouldn't have. Aw, squish. Squishy, squishy. And then, basically lower maintenance again. You have a full army. So, let's just make some money. Because, you know, making money when you have 12 loans is kind of important. Just a little bit. And, you know, making more money is more important. So, yeah. We end up building spy network on these guys finally, because, you know, we do need them in our lands as well, which is one of those things that doesn't happen, and, well, apparently there's lots of war going on. France is actually beating Austria, which kind of wish we could, you know, like, get alliance with France or something, have them kill Austria for us, but again, I don't really think it's happening, and Castile doesn't really seem to want to do anything either, so yeah, it's not a very good situation to be in, and I don't even know why I think about this. I really don't. The only thing I think I was thinking at the point was that, oh, I can convert this quicker if I put the clergy there for a little while, just so that way it can turn Orthodox, and then I can move my capital there, but I end up not converting it ever because it's going to take way too long to actually convert that, and we're at a huge negative malice there to still be able to actually get that going. So I do end up wanting to basically say, hey, that's going to be my new capital over there, and as you can tell here, I am thinking about it. click here to move your capital to this province, it'll cost 200 admin points, which I know it's kind of over here off by itself, not really with my actual country, but it's a really good province to have as a capital. And yeah, being able to tick everything down here, get rid of autonomy, do all that kind of fun stuff is actually very important. It's being able to get in here and get things done and actually, turn a fairly decent income and get a good reserve going. So that's actually going to be basically it for the end of this episode. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!